What is up, you guys? I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Today I'm back with another beatbox tutorial video as you guys requested. Today's video will be on how to make musical routines. I have 5 tips for you which will help you make better musical routines. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Number 1. Know what a musical routine is. What I'm trying to say, if you have this concept that musical routines should always have something like or something like what Shogo, Gene, or maybe Big Man, these people do, then that concept is absolutely wrong. Yes, what Gene does in his routines, those are absolutely crazy, and you can say that those routines are musical in the purest form. True. That happens because we're talking about Gene over here. He went to a music school, plus he's extremely talented. Are you extremely talented? Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. But to do so, you need to learn music first. If you think your target is to make a routine like Gene, you need to know all the scales and octaves, everything about music. Always know that any routine that sounds good to the ears happens to be musical. Like if someone is doing something groovy and you're shaking your head to it, that somehow happens to be musical. Consider Wing. You will not find Wing doing stuff that Shogo, Gene, and Big Man they do. But at the same time, Wing's routines are absolutely musical and they sound great, crazy. Also, many people end up making a routine where they, rhyme words and where they say something like in a voice like this, and then suddenly they start doing I don't know if I should call that musical or not. It totally depends upon you. I'll leave that to you guys. Tip number 2. Do not compromise on the lyrics, but learn how to compromise on the B's, that is the kick drum. What I mean by this is, consider a routine. Say, Dirty Bit, Time of My Life, okay? So, think that you want to do it with these beats. Then you're gonna go and do the build up and then the drop. There are many people who would end up doing something like the time of my life and this baby boy. Rubbish. I don't know if that even sounds good or not. Again, I'll leave that to you guys since it's very subjective. Taste and preference is absolutely subjective. But I think it's always better to compromise on the B's, kick drums, and not compromise on the lyrics. Like if I try to do this routine in this manner, the time of my life, I never felt this way before. I swear, this is from no one something like that. See, I'm actually compromising on the B's. I'm not doing so many kick drums, but I'm replacing them with snares, which sounds good. I'm using snares, a lot of snares, because you can actually add snares and somehow sing while doing snares. So yeah, learn how to compromise on the kick drums and not compromise on the lyrics. Even if you're making an OC, even if you're making an original composition, try not to compromise on the lyrics. I would rather compromise on the kick drums than compromise on the lyrics in the first place. Tip number 3, song selection. What I mean by this is, if you're trying to make an OC or if you're trying to cover a song, always try to select the song which has a lot of spaces. By spaces, I mean if I'm selecting a song like They Don't Really Care About Us, okay? So it has a lot of lyrics. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Do you have a lot of space for beatboxing? No. Your routine should be a beatbox dominant routine rather than a singing dominant routine. If you're making an OC and you're adding a lot of lyrics with very little spaces in between them, so where do you have space for beatboxing? You don't. You would end up singing the song for like 30 seconds and then making a build up and then a drop. That would sound vague. Always try to sing and beatbox at the same time. For that, you need spaces. Spaces which you can fill up with your beatboxing. Try selecting songs which have a lot of spaces in between the lyrics. Why do you think this song Dirty Bit is so popular for beatboxing? Because it has a lot of spaces. I had the time of my life. Never felt this way before. I swear It has a lot of spaces. Even songs like Pony, I'm just a bachelor looking for a part, it has a lot of spaces as well. There are many other songs which do have a lot of spaces. You need to just select the right song. Until unless you're like obsessed with a song and you're like, I have to cover this song no matter what, then obviously you can try your hands covering that song. But to be on the safer side, always try to select songs with a lot of spaces in between them, in between the lyrics, my bad. And if you're making a song, try to make it in a manner that it would have a lot of spaces again in between the lyrics. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 is about what you need to fill in those spaces or those gaps. Fillers. This is a very wide concept. Fillers. This concept fillers is a very wide concept because you can turn anything into a filler. At the same time, you can't use anything and everything for a filler. Like your throat bass or nasal bass could be a filler. Like the song Pony. Most of the beatboxers tend to fill in the gaps using their throat bass or nasal bass. Like, I'm just a bachelor, looking for a partner. These parts, most of the people, they fill it up with throat basses or nasal basses or any other sort of bass they use. Hi-hats, lip rolls, and other weird sounds like or these sounds go really good with humming. Or maybe claps, or maybe or these could act as really good fillers. There are many other sounds which I don't know, but you guys know and you guys have been doing and using them with humming or anything that could act as a filler as well. TKKs could act as a really good filler. Like suppose if you choose a song, I've already covered this song, How Deep Is Your Love. Over there, I did not use TKKs, but I've used a bass, but I could also use TKKs like I want you to breathe me, let me be your air, let me remove your body, feeling, something like that. I can't think of any other sounds right now, but you might know better because people have the styles and people have the set of sounds that they use. So try choosing from your set of sounds, but always know that fillers are fillers in between lyrics, they do the job. They are very important. So yeah, beatboxing, lyrics, mostly fillers. Combine these two with fillers. Simple. Last but not the least, tip number 5, you need to know how to beatbox and hum at the same time. Like try to practice something like and then try to add hi-hats. Try to practice this thing because it will help you in the future and it will help you with musical routines. It will definitely help you. So think about humming and beatboxing and extending your lyrics while humming with snares or hi-hats. Like suppose a song, and then you move on to doing something like I'm not only talking about this song, I'm talking about any song in general. Think about Dirty Bit. If you're doing it like I hit the time of my life. Now think about this version. I'm here the time of my life. In the first version, I was not humming. In the first version, I only spoke the lyrics, rather sang the lyrics, and I stopped like and then I moved on to beatboxing, but I was not humming. In the second version, I was humming and beatboxing after I sang the lyrics. Like this extension. This is what I'm talking about. If you practice beatboxing and humming at the same time, so when you incorporate your lyrics, you would automatically end up doing something like this after you've done with your lyrics. So you can add beats to the extension, or maybe all these things. You know, these fancy things, they actually help you win a battle. Maybe, I'm not sure. Humming, beatboxing together makes your musical routine stronger. Do not leave your lyrics empty and switch to beatboxing, why not like continue the lyrics with humming and then switch to beatboxing this. So there comes an overlapping part where you're humming, that is the extension of your lyrics, and you're beatboxing, you're switching to beatboxing. This is what we need. This is tip number 5. Try doing it sometimes. You would definitely understand what I'm trying to say. So that was it for today. If you like this video, then hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do not forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Let me know in the comment section what all topics you guys want me to make a video on, whether it be tutorials, whether it be interactive sessions, routines, covers, anything. Don't forget that I'm always watching. I'm reading your comments and I'm considering them day by day.